Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today I'm going to do something that I should have done about 3 days ago, which I forgot that I hadn't done, is do a review of Captain America Lives by Ed Brubaker. Okay. Now, I had... back here, you probably can't see it, it's right there. The Death of Captain America by Ed Brubaker. And I loved it. I'm not a big Captain America fan, but I am a massive, literally and figuratively, Brubaker fan. And these were some of the last stuff of his that I don't have. I just got done with the Daredevil run, so I have that. And then I was waiting for Lives to get here before I read that. And then I have Trial and Return of the Winter Soldier, which I'm on trial now. But, so I got this, and I read it. My only complaint is, look how thin this is compared, the Death of Captain America and Captain America Lives are both pretty thin. This is only $75. Shows you how thin it is for the price for a hardback. I can sort of see why they did it this way, because it's a story, keeping the storylines separate. But they really could have just put the Death of Captain America and this together as one, and just, because he was going to come back, and just do two of them, make it the size of some of the regular omnibuses. I mean, because if you look at, things like Marvel Zombies and some of these things, those are a little bit larger sized ones. So it's been done before. You could just put the two of them together, make it $1.50. Boom. But they didn't. Alright. So, let me do this. Alright. I'm going to go over, show you everything again, like I did on the reviews. It's collecting Captain America 43 through 50, 600, and 601, Reborn 1 through 6, and the Reborn Prologue, written by Ed Brubaker, illustrated by Brian Hitch, Jason Guice, Gene Colan, Steve Epting, and Luke Ross. Okay. Here are all the issues on the back. And same cover. This was the other cover. I guess it's the direct market. I'm not sure which one it is, but this is this, and boom. And they have a nice little, breakdown of everything in here. Alright, so the Death of Captain America picks up right at the end of Civil War, where Captain America turns himself in, because he and his group of superheroes were on the losing side of the fight for superhero registration. Tony Stark and those guys, the people in favor, were fighting against Steve Rogers and the people opposed. There was they realized how destructive it was. Captain America stood down and said, okay, come get me, and they're going up on to court, and back of the head, or someplace. Alright, So this picks up, Death of Captain America picks up from there, and then you sort of, it's where they start trying to investigate what happened, and you see Sharon, I think it was Crossbones who fired the original shot, and that Sharon Carter was brainwashed to do the actual deed. So you have Bucky becoming Captain America, and everyone trying to investigate who did it and why. I mean, who brainwashed them and all the everything. And then we have this. Okay, you still have Bucky Barnes, James Buchanan Barnes, as the new Captain America. And he's still kind of dealing with his shit, his stuff, because he doesn't feel he's worthy of it because of, all the things he did as the Winter Soldier. They all the people who, sorry, I just have something paused and all my pictures from my phone are flipping through here. All the people who were involved were caught, and now he's moving on because Captain America isn't there anymore. But we do find out they run into some people trying to hit a shield transport where they are transporting somebody that they didn't know who it was, and it turns out that it is the original Human Torch. Not Johnny Storm, but somebody else. And that leads him, Falcon and everybody, into, dealing with, finding out who was behind it and why, what they're actually doing. And we find out that Cap's alive. Now, one thing that I thought was really kind of weird is that they kind of pulled, and I don't know who did this first, so I can't say, one person is copying the other. But in one of the events, Batman died, and he wound up getting stuck in time and moving through time to eventually catching up to present. That's sort of what happens in here, but it was handled a little different. This just happens in kind of like one issue, and you see what's happening here. He's just sort of revisiting. He's like in the body, his consciousness is in the body, and it's half hitting the highlights of his life. It's like, okay, there's the hitting this. This is back when before he became Captain America, then when he became Captain America. So he's witnessing it, and even if it's like, okay, I want to try and stop this, but he couldn't because he can't act. And it all just comes up and boom. And then you have him coming back, and he's like, I don't want to be Captain America anymore because Bucky's doing a good job. And so that's basically dealing with him coming back. And I think he just gets back right at the end there. And then the Captain America Reborn is what explains how everything happens. Maybe I should have warned a little bit about spoilers ahead of time, but I'll put something on the thing ahead of time. One thing I like about Brubaker and is his writing. It is done exceptionally well. But he also kind of has this noir-ish thing to it. Like, yes, he's got this. He's dealing with a superhero here. He's dealing with Captain America, but he does more of the spy things. People have ulterior motives. You know, and it's not just I'm going to go take over this stuff. They do it. They're doing this stuff. One thing is a distraction to do this other thing, and this other thing over here. It's going to be for this plan here. But you don't know what this plan is, and here's the overall, and you slowly learn it as everyone else does. And it is just a fantastically well done story. I mean, take a look at the art here as well. You just have, and you just kind of wind up holding your breath, and you can't put it down because it's not your standard superhero fare. Because you can do that with Captain America here, is have it more spy trade and crimes. Not crime as in like going down street level busting heads type of shit. Which is a little bit of that in here. But it's, the big plan, type of stuff is with bad guys, the superpowered bad guys, but it's not really a big Duke fest. It's more of a spy trade stuff. And so this is very well done, and I'm glad I did it. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 4.75 out of 5, just because there's a couple of parts with the art I don't think is up to the standards that they did earlier. But I'm going to say 4.75 out of 5, and say if you are a Brubaker fan, get it. If you are a Captain America fan, get it. You're going to like it either way. Especially if you are a Brubaker and Captain America fan, you'll love it. Stories are just well crafted. It keeps you turning the pages. Keeps it interesting. I burned through this in about like 2 days. And I immediately started on the trial of Captain America, which is about the size of 2 of these, so that's going to take me a little bit, plus I'm reading some other stuff now. But yeah, just Brubaker Captain America, get it. Get Death of and Now Lives. You'll enjoy it. Anyway, like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy your comics.